Welcome to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson.
Welcome into Emery High School basketball. Yes, we are back for more here at the America First Credit Union Event Center in Cedar City on the campus of Southern Utah University. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson. Travis, we're going to flip from the boys. We move over to the girls' side of the court where the Emery Lady Spartans will take on a very familiar opponent in the Morgan Trojans.
Yeah, we get the 3-6 matchup to start game one of the girls' side of the bracket. Winner advances to the 5:50 game tomorrow night. And again, like you say, Morgan's always there when we get to this round.
Seems like these two teams are just destined to run into one another. Right now, both teams on the floor as the boys' side of the bracket just wrapped up for the day as American Heritage defeated the Delta Rabbits, and so they have moved on. Tomorrow should be a fun one between the Richfield Wildcats and American Heritage. That's the 2-3, and then on the top half of the bracket, the upset-minded Grantsville Cowboys. They're number 12, and they move on to face the defending 3A state champion Morgan Trojans. We take a look at the bottom half of the bracket now for the women's. Travis, you got it sitting right in front of you. Of course, this is the first game of the final 8 here at Cedar City at Southern Utah. And up first, again, it's Emery and it's Morgan.
Yeah, we get Emery and Morgan on this side, and then coming up after this will be Grantsville and North St. Pete. That rounds out the bottom half. The top half is Delta, the number 1 seed, and then Union, right, as the 8th seed.
Correct. And then that was a thrilling game between Union and Richfield. And then you go to the top half of the bracket. No upsets. I mean, it's 1 through 8 on the girls' side. We haven't seen any upsets yet. Really, the only major upset so far of the tournament would be the Grantsville Cowboys on the boys' side. Let's take a look at the Lady Spartans and the way things kind of played out. That opening round matchup against Providence Hall, it was domination from the very beginning. The Lady Spartans did exactly what they wanted to do. They came out. They had a 30-2 lead at the end of the first half. Coach Faimalo was able to completely clear the bench. Everyone got some playing time in that game, and it is something that we talked with Coach Faimalo about, and we're going to get to that interview in just a moment. But that's the last time we saw this Lady Spartan team. That was nearly a week ago.
Yeah, this team's playing really good towards the end of the year. Wins over Manti Union, that loss by 3 at home to North St. Pete. You turn around, you beat Carmen, then you win that opening round game against Providence Hall. So got some wins under your belt. This game they know is not going to be very easy, as Morgan very capable of pulling off the upset.
I don't think there's any doubt. I don't know that there's an easy route. I don't know if there's an opponent that you would rather play moving forward. I think it's that difficult. I also think it's that wide open. And one thing that we did talk with Coach Faimalo about, Travis, the Lady Spartans are 2 wins away from going to the state championship for the 3rd consecutive year. Think about that for a moment. They have made it to the state championship game the last 2 seasons. They're trying to go 3 for 3 in that realm. Haven't won it during that time frame, but boy, they have been at the doorstep.
Yeah, this team just continues to churn out wins, get to the semifinals, get to the finals. Haven't knocked down the door yet and got that championship. But this year, this team, number 3 seed, you get past this game, and then maybe lurking is North St. Pete, and who knows what happens. You get past North St. Pete, I think you're in a good spot to win this thing.
I'm going to quote one of my favorite football coaches, Wade Phillips. He said, 1 year we got to the door. The next year we were knocking on the door. The 3rd year we knocked the damn thing down. And that's kind of what you're hoping happens here for the Emery Lady Spartans after 2 years of coming up just short.
Yeah, why not? Why not get to the 3rd year and get that championship? But first things first, got to get past day 1.
Emery and Morgan, it's girls basketball, and it's coming up here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. The Landon's Diesel Service pregame show is off and rolling, and we have more coming up when we return.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll. The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing service to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
What the Utah Miners Hospital offers is relatively unique in the country to help take care of people who have really dedicated their careers, their lives to hard work.
I have torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. Honestly, I don't remember everything I've had done. I think I've had to wait 10 minutes one time. It's amazing that there's a fund out there. You have no medical bills.
If you're ready and you need us, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Welcome back into Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Counting down the moments to tip off as tonight, this afternoon, the Emery Lady Spartans will take on the Morgan Lady Trojans with a lot at stake. The winner will advance to the semifinals, and that'll be tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. But earlier this week, we did have a chance to catch up with head coach John Famalo. We talked about the win over Providence Hall and also tonight's game against Morgan, where it just seems like every year these two teams will run into one another.
Joining us right now over the phone, we have Coach John Famalo. And, Coach, it's always a pleasure. I appreciate the time again.
Hey, appreciate you having me on, Jordan.
Yeah, Coach, it's the last time we get to talk before we go into the 3A state championship tournament, the final 8 teams. I know it's always a goal, right, to get to that final 8. I had a coach tell me a couple of weeks ago that the most important game of the season literally is that play-in round game or that first round game, because it's all for naught if you don't win that. So to get to the final 8, I think that's probably the goal, I would say, for 100% of the teams in the classification to get to Cedar City.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, if you don't win that first round, you don't get to advance. And so now that you're there, it's, you're fortunate. And so you get to throw your hat in the ring just like the 7 other teams with you. And, you get to vie for a state championship. So that first one is the most important one, because if you don't, then you're home watching everybody. So, we're fortunate to be able to get that one and, throw our hat in and see what we can do this weekend. I
mean this, no disrespect towards Providence Hall whatsoever, Coach. But how were you able to get better in this game where you win 51-11 and you hold them to 2 points at the end of the first half? Because I would assume that every time you take the court heading up into the state tournament, the idea is to become a better team than you were before you took the court that day, right? So how are you able to get better when you play a team that is that massively overmatched?
I think for us it was just running our stuff. I mean, the second half I felt like, running our offensive sets, that's sometimes tough for girls. That transition game's always, our game. And so getting up and down the floor and getting, the girls to slow down a little bit, to run a set, getting them to think about things a little bit, I think that was a challenge for them. But at the same time, I think that helped us because, you're going to have to be able to run half-court sets in these tournaments and be able to figure out how to score. And I feel like, that's kind of how we got better in that game was, we slowed it down, ran our sets, and we're still able to score. So I was happy about that.
I know that it can be a little bit difficult sometimes, right, to keep the kids motivated. You're up 30-2 at the end of the first half. Had an opportunity to talk to Emery Gordon after the game, and I asked her, at what point in time do you start feeling comfortable about winning this game? I mean, is it the first quarter, second quarter? And she said, for me, it really wasn't until we got going in the third quarter where I felt like, okay, now we're in a good spot. And I actually really enjoyed that response, Coach. I think that's a great thing because it probably could be difficult from your perspective to keep kids motivated when you're up by 28 at halftime.
Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, for us, always going into half and coming into that second half, our goal is always those first 3 minutes in that third quarter. That really dictates how the game's going to go. So especially when you're up big, you have that opportunity to solidify it, right, and push it over the top, or you give them lots of chances and give them hope and opportunities, and then that game drags out. So that's always a goal going into that third quarter for us is, hey, those first 3 minutes are critical. If you can jump on a team that you already kind of have down, it's huge. But if you don't, you let the teams back in, the whole swing of the game changes. And so, for us, that's always our goal going into that.
And I know, Coach, that there's so many positives when you can get going from the perimeter early on in the game. And speaking of Emery, she was one of them that really got it going, right? Knocked down a couple of outside shots. I feel like you and I have talked about this for the last 3 years with the teams that you have had. When you can find some early success on the perimeter, the game just looks easier.
Yeah, for sure, especially in a gym that you're not real familiar with. So if you can find a couple girls or one or two that can get hot and hit some shots, it makes a big difference. Makes the game, like you say, a whole lot easier, and things open up. Now you extend defenses, and it makes it a lot easier for girls to be able to find opportunities to score when somebody's hot.
How nice is it to get some girls that don't get a lot of run, Coach, in on the what is the final home game of the season? I know we celebrate senior night. That always kind of acts as the final home game. We knew we would get one more playoff game, and you really got to empty the bench in that game. And so those girls got a little bit of run in their final game of the year at home.
No, it's nice because these girls, I mean, they're there to practice every day just like these other girls. And so anytime they have an opportunity to be able to play in a varsity-level game and get some experience and kind of help prep them, maybe not for this year, but next year, it's always nice to be able to see those girls working hard and, getting a little bit of pay for all the hard work. Playing on the scout team's not easy. And so, it's nice to see them get rewarded that way.
When it's all said and done, you get the win, you get to move on and advance, Coach. And I was kind of glued to some of those scores at the end of the game. Morgan Ogden was phenomenal, and Morgan kind of eked one out. So you really got to start preparing for Morgan, I would assume, immediately. Is that what you did Saturday, or did you kind of take a day off and enjoy the win against Providence Hall? How did you approach that?
No, honestly, I watched the end of that game, the Ogden and Morgan game. That was a really good game, and went back and watched it again, and learned a lot about Morgan, kind of some of their strengths and kind of some of the things they do really well. At least in that last game, we watched pulled some other film from other games, and so it was a Saturday and Sunday was all prepping for this week of practice.
Again, Coach John Famalo joining us right now as we talk about the Emery Lady Spartans. Coach, you're trying to do something that is really, really difficult to do, and that's get to your third consecutive state championship. Regardless of what the outcome is in that final game, the fact of the matter is that this is a team that girls on this team have been there twice before. It just seems like that is a really, really impressive and difficult task. Have you thought about that, or is it kind of the last 2 years out of sight, out of mind?
I think you can draw on it a little bit with some of the girls that have played in those games. Gabriel's played in a couple, these last couple of years. I think Aaliyah has, Sky. So some of these girls have played some big minutes in some big games. But at the end of the day, it's nice to say, but you still have to play. And like I say, I don't think anybody's, saying, oh, wow, I don't think anybody goes in that of your opponents. I think they're looking at, hey, this is an opportunity. This is a team that's vulnerable. And so they're looking at those types of things and not necessarily looking at history. And so for us, that's what we have to do. It's the same thing. We can't say, okay, hey, just because, right? Or, I think you can draw on some of those experiences for them. But other than that, it's, 0-0. And then when the ball's tossed up, whoever's the better team will find out after 32 minutes.
Well, I know the faces and the opponents are going to be familiar, right? If we look at the way the bracket played out, no upsets in the first round, so it is 1 through 8, just the way the RPI or the rankings are designed, and it seems like it's the typical teams that we typically run in, specifically Morgan. I asked you before you and I hopped on air, have you ever had a state tournament where you didn't play either Grantsville or Morgan, and there's only been one time since you took over this program. It's kind of odd how Morgan and Emery always find a way to meet up with each other in the state tournament, and this goes back before you were the coach. This goes back. There's history here all the way back when Coach Tuttle had the program.
Yeah, no, we've had a lot of history with Morgan. Even Coach Gordon back in the day, we had a few run-ins with Morgan, and so it just seems like it always comes down, to those few teams, and they've been perennials there, and so we've been fortunate to be able to be in that same boat, and it seems like we always get lined up, and so we're real familiar with them and Coach Mack and his girls, and so it's one of those things where you just it just seems like it always goes without saying we're going to end up in one of those two teams we end up with in whatever capacity it might be, but it seems like we do.
Well, let's talk about this Morgan team because they are a little bit different than what we have seen in the past. I mentioned the size, and they don't have the size that they had there for a while, but this is a team that really gets after it. They got a couple of girls that are averaging points in the teens, which I think is always pretty impressive. If it's Zoe Rockenfeld, I think she's averaging close to 15 a game, and then you have Michaela Williams, who is averaging close to 18 per game. So they have a couple of very capable offensive weapons.
Yeah, no, and they're really good. Michaela Williams' girl reminds me a lot of Callie. She's long and lanky, and she can get to the basket and shoots the ball well, and kind of that same frame. And so she's kind of scary looking at that and trying to figure out, hey, how do you handle that? And the Rockenfeld girl, I think she's either freshman or sophomore. But she has pretty good size, handles the ball really well, shoots the ball well, and penetrates. I think she's honestly the key to them. She's kind of the point guard, and so. That's going to be a big emphasis for us is to try to get her, the ball out of her hands and kind of see what some of these other girls do and then make sure we're shading the Williams girl because she can, she shoots well from the outside and she gets to the basket at will too. So certainly a challenge.
When you're talking about shading an individual player, Coach, I think the makeup of your current team, you have the athleticism to do that, right? I think maybe in years past you could take a look at certain teams and say, we may struggle in this realm, but I don't believe athleticism is an issue with your current team.
No, these girls can get after it. I've been proud of them all year. Defensively, we've done well in trying to get out on shooters and getting in positions. And, this is an athletic team, and I think it's a deep team. And so, I think it plays well to us, because they don't have a ton of size, and I think we can take advantage of that with Aaliyah inside if we can get her a few more touches. And, she'll, do what she does, and I think she can dominate and be a real big force for us.
We don't want to jump too far ahead, but same side of the bracket, it's North St. Peter or Grantsville. It's going to be one of those teams, regardless of the outcome of this game against Morgan. It's going to be one of those two teams. And, kind of to reiterate what you and I talked about a week ago, there's no easy path, top or bottom, especially in the bottom, where you have to look at a North St. Pete, you have to look at a Morgan, Grantsville even, who is a pretty good basketball team. I mean, there's no easy route here at all.
No, like I say, it's one of those. It's I don't think you go in saying, I hope Grantsville wins or I hope North St. Pete wins. And I think it's one of those. No matter what you get, right, you're going to play a really good team. And so, that's part of state tournament basketball. I think you want that. I think we've had that the last few years where it's we've played a really tough Grantsville team, and we've been fortunate enough to get through the last couple of years. And so, I think that's what you want. You want to play good teams. You want to see what you're made of. And so, I think it's a good opportunity for us.
I think that this year is so different than years past. You mentioned Grantsville. They were the odds-on favorites, right, the last 2 years to get it done. And when you go back and you kind of evaluate things, it didn't play out that way, and I think that's what makes the state tournament so fun. But among media members, Coach, I haven't really heard anyone say, look, this is the team to beat. I think it's wide open, and I think sometimes we say that as a cliche, but, this year I really feel that you could make a case for 5 or 6 teams to win the whole thing.
Yeah, it is an interesting year in that way because I think going in, I think everybody had some ideas of some teams. I think we were kind of in that discussion, but I think how everything's fallen out, how well North St. Pete's played, how well Delta's played. They were in our region. Delta was in our region last year and didn't have a great year, and so you didn't know. And so it's really one of those that, any of these teams can vie for it. And so, that's the exciting thing about it is that, hey, we're in there too, and we can put our name in that. And so it really comes down to who can come out on top. And so we're looking forward to that. And like I say, I don't think there's any one team that you're just thinking, hey, we can pencil in, man.
Coach, it's always so much fun to get you on. Always fun to talk about the girls basketball team. And can't wait to see you down at Cedar City. We'll talk to you after the game tomorrow.
Hey, I appreciate it, Jordan. Thank you.
Again, that's our interview earlier this week with head coach John Famalo talking about the Emery Lady Spartans and their quest to get to a third consecutive 3A state championship. But standing in their way, it is the Morgan Trojans. And we talked about this team and some of the big players on the squad that can score the basketball. There's a few of them, including Zoe Rockenfeld, who was just a sophomore on this team. There's some good ball players, and you know that any time a team led by head coach Sterling Mack, they're going to play hard. They're going to play smart basketball. We know that.
Yeah, this team coming in has won 9 of 10 games. They're only lost at Grantsville 58-46. So they're playing really good basketball coming in, on a win streak of 5. So they're good. Like you said, they're a young team. They're a good team. And if you're Emery, you got to take care of the basketball. You've got to come in. You've got to play with the pace, and you've got to rebound the ball.
Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. That's going to do it for us right here. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. It's going to do it for the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. You and I aren't going anywhere. We're 3 minutes away from tip-off here tonight as Emery will take on the Morgan Trojans when we return on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and streaming audio on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Smith. After 6 years as a nurse, I've learned that sometimes our bodies just need a little extra support. That's what IV therapy can do. It can help you bounce back quicker after an illness, recover faster after a workout, ease migraines, and even improve focus and energy. Think of it as giving your body a direct line to the hydration and nutrients it needs to feel its best. I'd love to help you find the right blend for your goals. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram at wellness.iv.utah.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Why can't I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Time now for the starting lineups, and we will begin with our Emery Lady Spartans. Getting the nod tonight, we'll see number 4, Addie Hurst. She'll be joined by number 11, Gabriel Gordon. We'll also see number 12, Megan Stilson. Number 14, Skylar Guyman, and in the middle, number 34, Aaliyah Cowley. The starting five for the Morgan Trojans tonight, Michaela Williams, who wears number 1. She'll be joined by number 2, Bella Nelson. We'll see number 12, Camry Wardell. Number 21, Leonie Maffey. And we'll also see number 23, Zoe Rockenfield. Very young Morgan Trojan team coming into this game, just 2 seniors in that starting 5. The Emery Spartans, of course, led by head coach John Faimalo, while the Morgan Trojans are led by head coach Sterling Mack. Travis, we are set to go. Emery, the designated home team, is a 3 seed. The Morgan Trojans, they are the designated road team, the number 6 seed.
Yeah, for Emery, Gordon got off to a great start in that game last week. Hot start. So let's see if she gets some similar looks from the corner, because I think those opportunities are going to be there.
Tip is controlled by the Lady Trojans. Nelson with the ball off of the right wing. Wants to go high post to Maffey. Nearly lost the ball. Might have gotten away with a travel. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. Trojans still holding. And I believe we have a turnover. We do. Boy, that was a very slow developing first set. Travis Morgan losing the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, from Morgan taking their time, like you said, on that offensive set. Just too much dribbling. You turn the ball over. So now Emery has a chance to strike first.
Morgan's going to come out of the full court press, something that they are accustomed to doing. And Emery is accustomed to seeing it from this Morgan team. Lady Spartans turn the ball over off on the perimeter. Drive down to the other end of the floor. Morgan trying to draw first blood. A foul is called, and Bella Nelson will go to the line to shoot 2. Addie Hurst, the guilty party, called for her first foul.
Yeah, turnover on one end leads to a break on the other end. Defensively, you're not back in position, and you commit the first team foul, so Morgan at the charity stripe.
Trying to draw first blood. First foul shot is good. Trojans take an early lead. It's 1-0. Second foul shot of the way. That one is good as well. So Bella Nelson with 2 quick points. 2-0 the score. Morgan draws first blood. Emery yet to get a shot off here in this opening quarter so far. Here's a cross-court pass. Guyman finds Gordon, who goes cross-court to Hurst. Thought about the three, puts the ball back on the ground, tried to go back cross-court. It's intercepted by Williams. So not a great start for this Emery Lady Spartan offensive unit, Travis. We are 1 minute into this first quarter. It's already 2-0 Morgan, and they have the ball. Emery yet to get a clean look. Trojans basketball. Still holding right now off the left wing. Gets Rockenfeld. Rockenfeld, again, very impressive. Just a sophomore. One of the leading scorers on this team, and we have a foul on the ground out of the corner. I believe Gordon is going to be the guilty party. Yes, she is. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. 2-0 Morgan with the lead.
2 early fouls on Emery to start this game. A little sloppy offensively. See if Morgan can take advantage.
Fast start for the Emery boys squad earlier today. Did not result in the win. There's a shot and an air ball by Camry Wardell. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, you talk about that fast start. They had 11-0, then a blink of an eye, Grantsville stormed back.
Went on a 7-0 run after the Emery boys opened up the game on an 11-0 run. And we have an offensive foul called against Emery. So right now, the Lady Spartans, they are stuck in the mud as far as the offense is concerned.
Yeah, just got to slow down. The passes, we've seen this a couple weeks ago against North St. Pete, the turnovers.
Oregon's going to walk the ball up. Rockenfeld across half court. Guyman's going to wait for it top of the key. Goes left side around a high pick. Stop and pop from 15. Shot's a little long, and a rebound is grabbed up top by Stilson. Stilson now surveys. Wants to get off and run. She finds Gordon. Perimeter three, no good. Gets her own rebound. Cabry then bumped, lost the ball, able to recover. Emery's going to get a fresh look. Here's Hurst. A triple on the way, no good. So Emery did get 2 3-point jumpers off on that possession. Could not convert either, and with 5:42 to play in the first quarter, the ball goes back to Morgan off of the jump ball.
Yeah, no foul. Emery's out of fouls.
Oh, they called a foul, not a jump ball.
Called a push. So now that's Emery's 4th team foul.
So now Gordon and Guyman will go to the bench. Ellie Stilson and Carly Hurst come into the game. So a different look for Emery. 3-point shot for the Morgan Trojans. Short. That was Williams out of the left corner. Gets her own rebound. Shot is no good, and we have another foul against Emery, and that'll be 2 shots for Morgan. Coach Faimalo not happy at all with the call. That is 5 team fouls for Emery. 5:25 to play in the first quarter. And right now, the Morgan Trojans, definitely the more aggressive team. But Emery's out of fouls to give for the next 5:25. The first shot is no good. A miss here for the Lady Trojans. You know, Emery's got to be lucky, Travis. 5:25 in this quarter, only down 2-0 the way it's gone.
A golden opportunity if you're the Morgan Trojans. Emery's in the penalty. You know, offensively, if you are aggressive, you're going to get the whistle and you're going to go to the free throw line. For Emery, she's got to generate points now. A little sloppy with the basketball.
Leah Cowley picks up her first personal, so she goes to the bench. Gordon, Guyman, and Cowley all in early foul trouble. Second shot, no good. Wardell missed the pair. Still 2-0, Emery with the ball. Stilson pushes it up to Hurst. 3 for the lead, no good. And a rebound grab by Wardell. Emery still scoreless as we're nearly through 3 minutes here in the opening quarter.
A couple three-pointers, good looks. Just haven't knocked one down yet. No points for Emery halfway through this quarter.
Emery Anderton is checked in for Morgan. Here's a wild 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by Wardell. Shot clock did not reset. Ball did not hit the rim. And it goes out of bounds. A little helter-skelter. Last touched by Morgan. Emery forces the turnover. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in what has been a very odd first quarter, to say the least. We have a 30-second timeout. Emery is going to take it. I think it's the right call for Coach Faimalo to take that timeout. And Travis, right now, nearly midway through the first quarter, not an ideal start for Emery, but Morgan has not been able to capitalize.
Yeah, Morgan only 2 points. Both those come at the free throw line. For Emery, though, offensively, open looks, just can't get one to fall. got to find a way to get the ball down low, let the defense suck in, and then try to kick back to a soft spot. You don't have to take the shot. You can pump fake, but you've got to generate easier looks.
4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first half. Out of the timeout, Emery's going to go with Carly Hurst, Ellie Stilson, Megan Stilson, Ellie Stoker, and Aaliyah Cowley. Morgan's going to counter that with Michaela Williams, who can score the basketball. Bella Nelson, who's got the only 2 points of the ball game, is out there on the floor. Emery Anderton remains on the floor, as well as Camry Wardell and Zoe Rockenfeld. Well, Aaliyah Cowley's going to have to wait until the next dead ball to come into the game. I think that's the confusion right now, plus a spill over on the Morgan bench. Really odd start to this game. First girls game of the afternoon. Boys games wrapped up. No upsets other than Grantsville, the 12 seed, knocking off Emery. So 1, 2, 3, and 12. That's who's left on the boys side of the bracket. Go figure. 1, 2, 3, 12.
Yeah, no flow in this game. 2-0. Both teams still trying to get their footing after sitting around all day. I think we're close to getting ready to go, but Emery's fortunate to only be down 2-0.
Must have been a massive water spill out on the floor. Started in front of the Morgan bench, and now they're all the way past the high penetration line. Again at the America First Credit Union Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Full court press here by the Trojans. Williams is going to follow Stilson up, now back off. Nelson will pick her up now at the mid-stripe line. Hands the ball off to Addie Hurst. Addie kills her dribble in a little bit of trouble. Stilson comes out to retrieve the pass. Now goes into the corner. Head fake. Hurst drives. Hurst to the bucket, draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot two. Guilty party is Zoe Rockenfeld, and maybe Addie can get the goose egg off the board for Emery.
It's a good pass to the outlet, and then you put the ball on the deck, and you get past the first defender, and you have a chance now to try to get the first two.
Addie's first foul shot on the way, no good. So both teams struggling. Checking in for Emery is Michaela Truman. Truman will go in for Stoker. Cowley will go in for Addie if Addie can knock down this foul shot and get Emery its first point of the ball game. Second foul shot for Addie. Good. There we go. Our first point of the game. It comes at the 4:24 mark. 2-1 Morgan with the lead over Emery. And the Lady Spartans are going to try to get the defense into rhythm. They'll go to the 2-2-1 press. Rockenfeld, the sophomore, is able to break it, uses a bounce pass to Anderton, who nearly lost the ball. Now off the right side, it's Williams. Goes back to Rockenfeld, three-point shot, good. She is dangerous from beyond the arc. And just like that, it's 5-1, Morgan with a lead.
Yeah, Ellie Stilton was on the floor, so it's 5-on-4, late getting back.
5-1, Morgan. Under 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Emery working the ball around the wing, trying to get the ball to Aaliyah in the high post. No can do. Drive, shot, Hurst off the mark. Carly with a miss and a rebound now to the Lady Trojans. Into the high post. Anderton kicks it. Shot, no good. A miss by McGibbon, who was coming to the game. McGibbon goes down to the ground trying to retrieve the offensive rebound. Emery has numbers. Megan Stilson, coast to coast. Shot is good. And that's Emery's first field goal of the game. 5-3 now the score. Emery's going to stick in the press. Morgan is able to break it. Already the Trojans going deep into the bench. They've already gone 5 deep. Williams will stop and pop. Baseline jumper is good. She was wide open. Michaela Williams. She's a junior, and she's got 2 now in the game. 7-3 Morgan.
They almost turned it over right in front of their basket, which would have been another quick 2 for the Trojans.
Stilson gets into the paint, lost the ball, but a foul on the ground. That's the second team foul for Morgan. Emery picked up the 5th team foul in the 5:25 mark, roughly. Morgan has yet to take advantage of that. They have not shot one penalty foul shot in this first quarter. Stilson at the top of the key. Takes one dribble. Megan wants to go to Aaliyah, and she was just denied. That's great defense, turnover, and now the Lady Trojans trying to push up. Eden Gale lost her footing and the basketball. Freshly checked in for Morgan, so a turnover for the Trojans. Emery can push. They have the numbers. Ellie Stilson drives, draws the foul, and Ellie will go to the line to shoot two. Ellie has been very, very aggressive over the last couple of months of the season.
Yeah, Ellie receives the outlet pass. It's right on the dime. Again, after the spill, it's 5-on-4, so the defense is not in trail position to get back in position to contend. It's 2 more free throws.
First shot by Ellie, no good. Free throw woes continue for Emery right now, just 1 of 3. 7-3 the score, Morgan with a lead. One more foul shot coming for Stilson. Ellie knocks down the second. 7-4. Morgan by 3, and a foul called against Hurst, and that'll send Gale to the line to shoot 2. Carly Hurst called for the foul. That's Carly's first personal. Gale's first foul shot for the Trojans. Good. It's a very odd first quarter. Kendall Williams will come into the game, and Mafi will get a breather for the Trojans. Anderton is set to check in. She'll relieve Gale if she can convert the second foul shot. Beautiful form. Second shot is good. And now Gale will get a quick breather. That's Camry Warnell checking in. (9-4) Morgan. Controlling the opening quarter. Stilson will bring it up. Waiting for across half court is Nelson. Stilson goes around a high pick. Megan into the paint. Feeds the pass to Ellie Stilson. Ellie kick out to Guyman. Guyman's at the college three-point line. Takes 2 dribbles. 15 on the shot clock. Emery's going to reset. Cowley drives. Kick. Corner 3 on the way. Good. That's a big one by Carly Hurst.
You get the ball deep in the paint. It's a kick-out open 3 as all the red jerseys swarm down low.
9-7. A triple right back. Morgan no good. Rockenfeld with the miss, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Emery. So a fresh 35 for the Trojans.
You talk about needing to get a 3 and see one fall through. Emery finally at the 144 mark gets one to fall.
Carly can be a flamethrower. We saw it against Carbon a couple of weeks back. 9-7 Morgan by 2. Rockenfeld with the ball off of the inbounds. Stilson's going to follow her. Nelson with the bounce pass goes to Rockenfeld. We have a jump ball possession to Emery. And that's the hustle by Sky Guyman. One of the best athletes out on the floor at all times. And Sky forces the jump ball and the turnover.
You just put yourself in a bad spot with the pass going to the baseline on a double team. There's nowhere to maneuver out. Easy job to tie it up.
Stilson goes around a pick set by Guyman. Gives it back to Hurst. Carly drives, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. So that foul situation is evened up. Morgan now out of fouls to give for the final minute 17. And Carly Hurst will go to the line for the first time. Emery 2 of 4 at the stripe in the first quarter. Hurst does lead all Lady Spartan scorers with 3 points. First shot, good.
And after that slow start, you look up, you're a point away from being back level at 9.
Second shot for Carly, no good. Rims in and out. Wardell there with a defensive rebound for the Trojans. Now forces it up to Williams. Head fake, penetrates, drives, shot, good. Michaela Williams, just a junior. She can sure play the game of basketball. 11-8. Morgan with the lead over Emery. Stilson goes right side. Splits two defenders. Tough shot. No good. Cowley with a rebound, and she's got her first bucket. Aaliyah needed to figure out a way to score. She does off an offensive rebound. 11-10. Morgan tried to break the press with a down-court pass, and the ball turned over. Back to Emery. And with 47.2 seconds to play in the first quarter, the Lady Spartans can take the lead.
Yeah, Morgan couldn't get a defensive rebound. Callie does an awesome job of just planting right in front of the WAC logo, gets the ball off the glass, and then puts it off the glass and in for two.
11-10. Emery down one. Hurst with the ball, crosses over. Spin move on Wardell. Drives, tried to go glass, shot no good. Wardell with a rebound. Wardell's going to push it up to Rockenfeld. Down to the left. Nelson drives, kicks. Right wing holding Williams. She's got 4 points in the ball game, and a hand check foul called against Carly Hurst. Seven fouls in this quarter for Emery.
It's a lot of fouls.
First shot, no good. So Morgan has been very stale from the foul line, and because of it, Emery has been able to hang around. Otherwise, I mean, you're looking at a 6, 7, 8 point lead if Morgan could just convert the line.
Yeah, it's a game you're going to look back on if you don't win this game. Say that first quarter, we missed a lot of free throws.
Second shot, good. So Williams goes 1 of 2 at the line. She's got 5. 12-10. Emery down by 2, but with the basketball, shot clock turned off. We're down to 10 seconds. Stilson drives. Wanted to go glass. No good. Cowley fights for the rebound. Tipped it out to Stilson, who goes back to Aaliyah. Aaliyah in the paint. Glass, no good. Rebound Stilson. The putback is off of the mark, out of bounds. With 0.5 on the game clock, Emery will inbound on the baseline. Chance to get something off here. It's got to be quick, though, with only 0.5 on the clock.
Yeah. Bunch of times they were cleaning up the garbage underneath. They just couldn't put it back in the trash can.
Lob in. Cowley didn't get the shot off. So that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Different one. Not a lot of momentum for either team. Not a lot of flow for either team. But the road squad, the 6th seed, the Morgan Trojans, will take the lead into the second quarter. Score right now, Morgan 12, Emery 10, when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second quarter about to begin. Morgan 12, Emery 10. Not quite sure where the Lady Spartans would be without Carly Hurst. Off of the bench, she scores 4 points, including a big three-point jumper out of the right corner.
They might be down double digits without her.
Rockenfeld brings it up. Goes to Nelson off of the wing. Another turnover for Morgan.
That's Ellie again.
Ellie Stilson off the bench, trying to create some offense for Emery. Now Ellie comes in out of the left corner. She lost the basketball. Stilson's able to pick it up before it goes out of bounds. Bounce pass to Aaliyah Cowley, wide open, and Aaliyah for second bucket of the game, and we are all tied 12-12.
Save the ball, pocket pass underneath, no one around the rim. Easiest two she's going to get all night.
Emery goes to the 2-2-1 press. Morgan breaks it with ease, and then a quick three-point jumper by Bella Nelson. So they make Emery pay in that press, 15-12, Morgan back on top.
That's the problem with the press. If you don't get back, open looks.
It's been so key for Emery all year long. Here's Aaliyah down low, draws the foul, and Aaliyah will go to the line to shoot 2. Getting her touches. Now, we've had bigs before for Emery against this Morgan team, and one thing that they've done so well at is really pushing out of a press to get Emery out of the automatics, push that big 15 feet away. Aaliyah this time savvy enough to get down low, and she's got 5 points in the game as she converts the first foul shot. Cuts it to a 2-point lead. She's got 5.
Yeah, continue to force feed her. Make the defense make decisions. They're going to double to kick out for open looks.
Aaliyah knocks down both foul shots. She's up to 6 points. Emery right now just 5 of 8 from the charity stripe. 3-point shot. Morgan well off the mark was Wardell. It was so far off, she's able to get her own rebound on a 3-point miss. And then Michaela Williams did not miss. She hits the left corner 3, and it's 18-14 Morgan.
We saw this earlier with the boys. The offensive rebounding right now for Morgan leading to second chance points.
Reach-in foul called against the Trojans. Williams, the guilty party. Cabry Gordon's going to check back into the game. She had to go to the pine early because she picked up 2 quick fouls. You talk about the rebounding either on the offense or defensive end. When she is not out on the floor, Emery's glass crashing takes a huge hit.
She's the best rebounder on the team.
Inbounds the ball to Cowley and a foul on the ground. Mafi the guilty party now for Morgan.
Well, they're up to 3 team fouls, so this is similar to the first quarter where Emery picked up fouls quickly. Now Morgan in the hole with 3 team fouls, so if you're Emery, you've got to realize we put them at the 4th foul. They're out of fouls. We shoot free throws the rest of the quarter.
There's still 6:37 to play in the second. Gordon gets it into Ellie Stilson, who goes back to Gordon. Ran out of the corner. Takes it to the low block and now kick out. Stilson wants to drive. Megan finds Ellie. Beautiful bounce pass. Guyman down low, draws the foul and will go to the line to shoot 2. So yes, the Morgan Trojans now out of fouls to give the remainder of the first half. There's 6:23 to play in this quarter.
Yeah, now Morgan, defensively, they can't be as aggressive. They've got to keep their hands off the offensive player.
Guyman hits the first foul shot.
And you've put yourself in a nice spot if you're ever to shoot free throws this quarter.
Sky, a multi-sport athlete, outstanding in the world of track and field and cross country. And misses the second foul shot. So she's stuck with 1 point, 18-15. Emery down 3. Morgan basketball. Williams off of the left wing. 3-point shot of the way. It's off the mark, but an offensive rebound by the Trojans. Cross-court pass. Williams, hesitation from deep. Tries to go into the defense. Beautiful feed in the paint. The shot is no good, but a rebound by Morgan. Another opportunity, another miss, and we have a jump ball down low. Possession will go to Emery.
Yeah, Emery's got to start rebounding the ball. That's 4 or 5 attempts for Morgan. Dry on all of them. Was a travel. Got away with one.
So it's Emery basketball down 3. 5:49 to play in the first half. Megan Stilson brings it up. High pick set by Guyman. Stilson has to kill her dribble. And she traveled. Try to get a little inside leverage on Nelson. Drag that pivot foot. That was enough to blow the whistle. Ball goes back to the Trojans.
It's good defense. You put her in a tough position. She's pinned, nowhere to go after she killed her dribble. Turnover.
Holding, it's Nelson. Nelson gives it off to Rockenfeld. Rockenfeld held to just 3 points in this game so far. Goes back to Nelson out of the left corner. Kibble dribbles, bounce pass, 3-point shot. Rockenfeld, no good. Missed off of the back iron. Long offensive rebound by Cassidy Wardell. Wardell brings the ball back out, 30 on the shot clock, and what a backdoor feed to Rockenfeld for 2. The court vision by Cassidy Wardell, the junior.
Sliced the fingertips off of Cowley right past her. 2 points. Morgan underneath.
20-15. Trojans with the lead. And Cassidy Wardell on the other end pokes the ball away from Gordon. Out of bounds. It'll stick with Emery. 26 on the shot clock. 4:57 on the game clock. Got to give Morgan a ton of credit. Got to dial back the aggressiveness after running out of fouls. Just a minute and a half into this quarter. Megan Stilson goes all the way around the perimeter on the baseline and finds a little crease to take it in for two. 20-17, Emery down three.
She coils around the three-point line, then slithers past back to the right-hand side of the rim.
Loose ball at midcourt. Ellie Stilson fighting for it. Coach Famalo was calling a timeout. Did they give it to him? They did. An official is going to give Coach Famalo the timeout. Well, one is saying yes, timeout. The others are going to talk about it. They give Coach Famalo a timeout.
Casu, Ellie Stilson once again gives up her body, dives on the floor, comes up with a loose ball, saves the possession for Emery with the timeout.
4:33 to play in the first half. The score right now, Morgan 20, Emery 17, when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
.433 to play in the first half. Morgan 20, Emery 17. A trip to the 3A semifinals tomorrow at 5:50 on the line in this game.
Now Morgan 14 fouls. Emery hasn't committed a foul yet, so the script has flipped in this quarter. It was Emery who was in foul trouble in the first quarter. Now it's Morgan in this quarter, still leading by 3, but Emery possession trying to tie or get within 1.
We're going to have to be careful with timeouts as well. They have 3 left. And an over the back on the inbounds pass. Oh my goodness. It was a bounce to Stilson. She lost control of the ball. It trickled into the backcourt and a turnover out of the timeout. That hurts.
Just took your eyes off of it. Sloppy turnover out of the timeout after you got the timeout, saving the ball.
Rockenfeld is double teamed. Has to give the ball to Nelson. Nelson for 3. No good. Another rebound for Morgan. Kick out. Nelson thought about it. Now she penetrates. Lobs one up over the top of Aaliyah. No good. And Cowley is there for the rebound. Clears some space with an elbow.
Hey,
Gives it up to Stilson.
Bella Nelson's lucky that she's got her teeth still.
Stilson tried to go coast to coast. Shot no good. Missed at the rim. And Kendall Williams with the board for the Trojans. To Rockenfeld. Rockenfeld somehow gets a scoop shot to fall from 10 feet. Oh, my goodness. She's got 7 now in the game, and all 7 have come with a high degree of difficulty.
Yeah, that's off balance. Not even looking at the rim. Flips it up, and it crawls through off the glass front of the rim.
22-17. Morgan with a 5-point lead. Foul on the ground will send Aaliyah Cowley to the line to shoot 2. And this is how Emery can stay afloat in what's been a challenging first half of basketball.
Slow, sloppy, haven't played their best. A little bit clunky, but they trail by 5 after saying all that.
First shot for Aaliyah, no good. She's got 6 points here in the first half. Ellie Stoker will come in for Emery. Sky Guyman will go to the bench. Morgan was in a battle last week to get to this point. And they have come out and looked the part early on. Cowley knocks down the second, so Aaliyah now 3 of 4 at the line. She's got 7 of the 18 Emery points, and the Lady Spartans trail by 4. Kyla Williams drives, draws the foul. 2-shot foul, and if that's on Aaliyah, it's not. It's on Gordon. That's her third. It was either going to be 2 on Aaliyah or 3 on Cabry. Amazingly enough, for Emery, that's their first team foul of the quarter. And Morgan misses the first foul shot. Williams, who's an excellent shooter, she has 8 points in this game. In fact, she leads all scorers. And Cabry's going to have to go back to the bench with 3 personals. That hurts.
It does. You take a ball handler off the floor. You also take one of your better rebounders off the floor for the remaining probably 3:25 of the quarter.
Williams hits the second foul shot. 23-18. Emery right now only down 5 points in what's been a dominating performance for the Trojans. We have a turnover on the other end. Jump ball as bodies went down to the ground.
Another turnover. Not much you can say. Just got to get stops.
3-point shot of the way, no good. Rockenfeld had a clean look but was behind that college line. Now to Williams for 3. She was not behind the college line. That one is in and out. Another offensive rebound, and it is getting scrappy inside. Some physical play as Kendall Williams, the sophomore, comes in, locks up with Cowley, gets the jump ball. Possession goes back to Emery.
Emery just standing around. They are not quick to the ball off the rim by Morgan. Morgan very aggressive. Done a nice job of cleaning up that part of the glass. It's a foul.
Reach-in foul in the backcourt. Now Megan Stilson will go to the line to shoot 2.
Emery's got to rebound the ball.
For as bad as this first half has been, if Megan Stilson is true on these 2 foul shots, it's a 3-point game.
That's all you can ask for is playing as poorly as you have in this half to be down 3 points at the 2:53 mark.
First shot, no good. Stilson with the miss. It's Megan's first trip to the line. Both teams have shot a boatload of foul shots. Neither highly efficient. Second shot, good. So Megan now with 5 points in the game, 1 of 2 at the line, 23-19. Morgan gets the ball up quickly. Williams drives, lost it, able to recover. Pass out, 2-point shot. Cassidy Wardell again making an impact. That's her first bucket, but she has come up with some big defensive plays, and then Emery nearly turns the ball over on the other end. Morgan able to poke it out of bounds. 25-19, ball will stick with Emery. 2:35 to play in the first half, 30 on the shot clock.
Emery not in a great defensive spot on that last possession. Gives up a mid-range jump shot. And for the Trojans, everything going right so far in this half.
Stoker lost the ball, went down to the ground, and a travel is called. Stoker wanted the foul, didn't get it, tried to wrestle the ball away. She hit the deck hard, hit her head on the floor. It was called for the travel. And some emotion from Ellie. She was not happy with the call, and I can't say that I blame her. Williams tries to drive, lost the basketball, a turnover anyway for Morgan. Now to Megan Stilson. Megan right down the middle of the paint, into the teeth of the defense, shot up, no good. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds, foul called against Morgan. So shots coming for Emery again.
Physical. Physical.
That's the 3rd personal on Kendall Williams. And now Ellie Stoker will go to the line. I think both coaches have got to be a little frustrated.
It's not been consistent.
No, it has not. Ellie's first foul shot is good. Gets the friendly bounce all the way around the rim. That's her first point of the game. Definitely some balance to Emery scoring. 7 players have scored at least 1 point. Ellie Stilson will come out of the game. Michaela Truman will come in. I think Ellie Stilson's been a difference maker, keeping Emery afloat with some hustle plays.
Yeah, for Emery, though, it's just got to clean up both aspects, defensively and offensively. Down 4 this last 2 minutes. Big 2 minutes. Can't let Morgan balloon that lead to 8-10.
Stoker converted on both foul shots. So now as we near the 2-minute mark, it is Morgan basketball. McGibbon wants the ball in the low post, trying to back down Cowley. There's nothing there. Finally, they get it to her. Trapped with backside help and a reach-in foul called against Truman. Second team foul for Emery. So the Trojans will inbound on the baseline.
It's not a foul. And that's the inconsistent. There's just no flow. The referees have took the flow entirely out of this game.
There's the pass in. 3-point shot. Good. Another 3 by Bella Nelson. Her second from deep. She's up to 8 points. And now it's a 7-point Morgan lead, their largest of the ball game. Hurst tries to get it right back. No good. 3-point shot bounced all the way around. Morgan tried to save it. Falling out of bounds was Wardell. And she stepped on the baseline, so it will stick with Emery in a fresh 35 with 1:39 in the first half.
The difference so far, Morgan has made the outside shot. Emery has got a couple of them, but they just haven't played well.
Morgan has knocked down 3 3-point jumpers. 4 3-point jumpers. Emery on the other end just 1. And another foul against Morgan sends Ellie Stoker to the line to shoot 2 more.
Zoe Rockenfeld saying I was straight up and down. Not much I can do.
That's the 3rd personal on Rockenfeld. So Coach Mack rolled the dice in the final minute to keep one of his most potent scorers out on the floor, and she picked up the 3rd personal. She'll come out of the game. Stoker's first foul shot is good. Ellie's a perfect 3 of 3 so far. Second shot, Stoker good. Make it 4 for 4 at the line.
Huge fan of Stoker. Love the way she comes in. Rebounds, is physical, took that bump, got back up, shook it off, knocked down 2 free throws, down 5.
Another turnover for Morgan. Emery with the ball. Stilson's able to get it out. Finds Addy for 3. Shot is no good. Long rebound. Sky nearly ran it down. Couldn't. Clock continuing to tick. We have 1:11. Counting down. 3-point shot for the Trojans is off of the mark, and Stilson grabs the long rebound from 15 feet out. And a travel. The guilty party was Addie Hurst. Addie tried to get it inside the perimeter. Stop, drags the feet. 1:02 left here in the first half. It's Morgan ball. They lead 28-23.
Unforced turnover on an outlet pass where you catch over your shoulder, then you spin and you travel.
Had a few of those. Cross-court pass, beautiful feed, and a nicer finish by Michaela Williams. And right now, Morgan just outplaying Emery. We're down to 47 seconds in the first half. It's 30-23. Guyman moves it to Stilson right side. Stilson lob over the top of the defense to Aaliyah Cowley for 2. What a pass. One of the most difficult passes you can make at this level. And then Sky Guyman comes up with a steal on the inbounds. And an offensive foul called against Stilson. She was trying to drive in off of the right wing, and they say she extended the arm. Coach Famalo is on the floor. He is not happy, and I don't blame him. That call was god-awful. That was awful.
That's after Megan got hit in the back of the head.
I am blown away that official blew his whistle and called that foul on Megan Stilson. Timeout taken by Coach Mack. Coach Famalo is beside himself and has every right to be. I can't believe that. 30-second timeout. Let's keep it here. 24.1 left in the first half, 30-25. The referees have completely taken any sort of rhythm out of this first half. They have made it very difficult for both teams to find any sort of zone. And then Megan Stilson gets the ball taken out of her hands with that call 18 feet away from the basket.
That's after Emery tracks down, comes up with a steal. Looks like they got a little momentum going into the break. They're going to cut that deficit down to 3 or 2 points. And the official here at Southern Utah says, I'm going to get my time here at State, and it's my time to shine.
That was bad. Coach Famalo still talking to the officials about that call.
Sometimes these guys are better off doing something else than coming out here and ruining this game.
I just can't get over that. All right, Morgan basketball out of the timeout. Shot clock turned off. Emery, full court press. Stilson comes up with a steal. Their bodies all over the floor. Stilson able to get it to Hurst. Lob down low. Truman puts it in for 2.
Truman stays with it off the turnover. There's
another steal. Truman gets it up. Hurst lays it in for 2 more. And that's the way the first half will come to an end. Well, you saw some motivation by Emery. Coach Famalo had some fire talking to the official. This team played off of that, and they managed to close out the first half on a big run, trimming a 7-point lead down to 1, 30-29 as we go into the break.
Morgan gets lazy with the basketball. Emery comes up with the 50-50 balls, and it's 6 straight at the rim. And after all that, Emery down 1 at the break.
We will go to the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics. A game that didn't have a ton of rhythm all of a sudden got extremely exciting in the final 60 seconds. And Emery chipped away at a 7-point deficit to claw back within 1. Halftime here at Southern Utah University. The score Morgan 30, Emery 29 when we return.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
It is halftime here at the America First Credit Union on the campus of Southern Utah University in Cedar City. Quarterfinal action between the Emery Lady Spartans and the Morgan Lady Trojans. Every time these two teams get together, you know it's going to be a fantastic battle. Halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics. Always kind enough to bring you the halftime report. You can give Dr. Cowley and his terrific staff a call today at 637-2222. They'll give you a free consultation on a set of braces. That'll give you a smile that'll last a lifetime. Emery smiling with the way they closed out that first half, although they still find themselves in a slight hole, 30-29, in a game, Travis, that was very odd to say the least.
Yeah, look at the box score, very odd. Look at the shooting. Emery 4 of 16 from the three-point line. Morgan gets 18 free throws.
Now Morgan was 4 of 16 from the three-point line, 6 of 10 from the foul line. Emery 12 of 18 from the stripe, and just 1 of 5 from downtown. That's a big difference.
It's a lot of free throws. That getting to the free throw line in that second quarter allowed Emery to close the gap, play aggressive defense, and you can see towards the end where they went on that 6-0 run.
We played 16 minutes of basketball, and during that stretch, we saw 28 free throws.
A lot of free throws.
In 16 minutes of basketball.
It's a lot of free throws.
A lot.
Takes the flow out both teams.
Let's take a look at the first half statistics, and we'll go over the point totals. We'll begin with the Emery Lady Spartans leading the way. Aaliyah Cowley with 9 points. Aaliyah had a big bucket late, but had one of the best passes you will see as Megan Stilson went over the top of the defense, dropped that right in the bucket for Aaliyah, who was able to lay it in. And that was a huge 2-point basket for Emery.
Yeah, Emery needed some sort of exciting play to happen for him. To get the bench was down. You can see just frustration boiling over, and that play really sparked him. And then towards the end, they go on the run defensively is where they got it done to put themselves back in the game.
Well, 8 different Lady Spartans scored at least 1 point in that first half, and they had to do the bulk of this damage without Cabry Gordon, who found herself in foul trouble early.
There's some tough fouls called on Gordon that took her out of the game. So hopefully she can settle in this second half. They're going to need her. One of the better rebounders, one of the better perimeter shooters.
5 points from Megan Stilson, who was called for just an ill-advised foul right at the end of the first half. You know, it's a foul in the category for Megan, but I think that foul really changed kind of the landscape of the game, at least from an attitude standpoint from Emery, because they responded in a big way with Coach Famalo showing his dismay on the bench.
Yeah, it ticked him off, and they played angry.
Well, it should have.
And some stuff didn't go their way. And for Morgan, the same thing. It didn't go either team's way, so it's who's going to come out of this not frustrated to start this third quarter. You have to play through it, because we saw in the first quarter, Emery got whistled for 7 fouls in that quarter total, 4 in the first 2.5 minutes. So by the 6-minute mark, they were in the penalty, and then it flipped. And Morgan was in the same situation. So this third quarter, you're just hoping it evens out.
Yeah, we take a look at some of the other scores from that first half. Carly Hurst has 4 points, as does Ellie Stoker. Both were huge. Carly really pushed that Emery offense in the first quarter where they scored just 10 points. Carly had 4 of those 10, including a make from beyond the arc, the only 3-point bucket of that first half for Emery. Ellie Stoker comes in, does a lot of the dirty work, was rewarded for her physicality with 2 trips to the foul line where she's a perfect 4 of 4. She has 4 points as well. 3 points from Addie Hurst. We have a point from Ellie Stilson and a point from Sky Guyman, not to mention Michaela Truman off the bench for 2, and that rounds out the scoring for Emery.
Yeah, for Emery, a half they never led. Morgan, biggest lead, 7 points. So for Emery to come out in this quarter, you're just hoping that you can settle in, not turn the ball over. A lot of turnovers in that first half by Emery, 12 total turnovers. Got to cut that number down. You have to finish the game. You're going to turn the ball over. It's going to happen in the game of basketball, but you want that number to fall under 20.
It was a big first half for Michaela Williams, who was the second leading scorer on this team. She pours in 11 points. She had a couple of moves that were just outstanding, and the same could be said for Zoe Rockenfeld. But 11 points from Michaela Williams, who might have been the best player on the floor throughout the first 2 quarters.
Now, Michaela Williams, efficient, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, but the 11 points, best player on the floor. So Emery's job is to slow her down and make sure that the ball's not in her hands as much in the second half. You want the ball out of her hands, making passes, and seeing if somebody else can step up. And Zoe Rockenfeld did that when, Michaela wasn't, 3 of 7 from the field.
Bella Nelson scores 8 points, and then Zoe Rockenfeld 7. 2 points for Cassidy Wardell, who had her fingerprints all over the game in the first half. And Eden Gale comes in off of the bench to score 2 for Morgan, and that rounds out the scoring. We're about 2 minutes away from the second half. Let's send it back to the studio. That'll do it for the Castle Valley Orthodontics Halftime Report, brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley, where, again, you can give his office a call, 637-2222. They'll give you a free consultation on a set of braces.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Or can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful. I hear you.
Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second half about to begin. Emery's going to roll with the starting five. Minus Cabry Gordon plus Curly Hurst as Gabry is battling some foul trouble. So Curly and Addie Hurst, Megan Stilson, Sky Guyman, Aaliyah Cowley. Morgan on the flip side, they're going to send Zoe Rockenfeld out on the floor with 3 fouls. She'll get the start in the third quarter along with Camry Wardell, Michaela Williams, and also Bella Nelson still out there on the floor, as well as Leonie Maffey. 3-point shot for Williams out of the right corner. It's a tad bit short. Battle for the rebound, and that may be over the back against Aaliyah. Nope, jump ball. Possession goes to Emery. Well, we're fortunate on that one. It was close. I would like to see neither team in the bonus in the first 2 minutes of a quarter, just so we can get a little bit more flow to this game. Referees have kept control of it.
Just inconsistent.
Hurst drive, shot, tried to go glass for the lead, no good. Maffey with the rebound. Now Morgan looking to control the game. Pushing it up, Williams. Stop and pop off of the baseline, good. Williams has 13 now, and Morgan's lead is back up to 3. Emery has never led in this game.
Yeah, the Emery transition defense, 5-on-4 again as they went for the steal. Tumbling out of bounds, can't get back. Baseline jumper, good.
Addie out of the right corner. She'll put up a 15-footer, no good. A little high off of the glass. And a rebound by Wardell. Wardell gives it to Rockenfeld, who now pushes it up to Nelson. Nelson had the open 3, passed on it. Dribbles inside the perimeter, goes to Maffey. A contested 3 ball, no good.
That's a bad shot in the Morgan offense. Early in the shot clock. You get that look anytime. That's a corner 3. That's Emery's. We'll take that every time.
Here's a 3-point shot for Emery and the tie. Addie Hurst. The bank is open at American First Credit Union. She knocks down the 3-point jumper. We're tied at 32.
Travel.
And a travel on Rockenfeld, who knocked down a 3-point shot from NBA range, but it was waved off after she shuffled the feet.
So one bad look in the corner by Morgan leads to a open look. The bank is open. That should have been probably a foul on the hook.
Emery will have a chance to take its first lead. Stilson to Hurst, off of the right elbow. Goes cross court. Aaliyah to Addie for the lead. A 3, no good. Long off of the side of the iron. And the rebound was grabbed by Nelson and then a pickpocket steal from behind by Guyman. She's so good at doing that. She's so quick, so fast, so agile. Typically it's too late when you know that Sky is coming. Out of the high post, back to Addie for 3, no good. Long miss. Curly Hurst runs down the rebound and gives it to Aaliyah Cowley. Emery can reset with 33 on the shot clock.
And they can swing to the far corner. It's open.
Addie swings it for a corner. Curly for 3 in the lead. No good. Rebound grab by Addie. Emery's going to get another opportunity. Addie brings it out, then drives, feeds it in. Aaliyah for 2. Emery leads.
Emery got 3 offensive rebounds and leads to 2 points right underneath for Aaliyah Cowley in the first lead of the game by Emery.
5-2 run to open up the third quarter. Nearly 3 minutes gone by in the third. 34-32, Lady Spartans. Rockenfeld gives it up left side to Nelson. Bounce pass into the corner. Rockenfeld tried to thread the needle with a pass. Guyman knocks it out of bounds. It'll stick with Morgan. 18 on the shot clock, 5:13 on the game clock.
Feels like Emery got a jolt coming out of halftime. The energy levels picked up. Morgan a little flat-footed to start the quarter.
Lob in, left corner, hesitation. A drive by Nelson. Kicks it to Williams. 16-footer on the way, good. We're tied at 34.
That's a tough bucket. You go from right to the middle of the floor. Defender right there, over the top. Hand down, man down.
Williams has 15. 34 all. Addie, left elbow. Kills it, goes straight away to Guyman. Puts the ball on the ground. Tried to attack Rockenfeld, had to get rid of it. Carly now with the ball from 8 feet. And we have a jump ball. Possession in favor of Morgan. 4:44 in what's been a fast-moving third quarter. Not a single team foul called in this half yet. Both teams were in the bonus. Well, Emery was in the bonus, or Morgan, was shooting foul shots the rest of the way at the 5:30 mark of the first quarter. Emery was shooting foul shots the rest of the way at the 6:20 mark of the second. Not a single foul at 4:35 here in the third. Shot on the way, good. Tough look by Camry Wardell. That's her first points of the game, and it's 36-34. Morgan back on top.
Drop step and a kiss off the glass for 2.
Cowley, tough look over the top of Maffey. It's off of the mark. Wardell with a rebound.
Maffey did a good job pushing her out, forcing that fadeaway to clink off the rim.
Left side drive. Lob up. Rockenfeld, little off balance. Shot was short off of the side of the iron, and a rebound of Cabry Gordon, who was checked into the ball game for Carly Hurst.
Cabry Gordon on the rebound like Stickum. You can always know she's going to be around the ball.
Now to Sky. Sky dribbles in off of the left wing. She is hacked as she goes hard to the rack. Wardell fouls her, and Sky will go back to the line. Foul shots number 3 and 4 coming up. Sky with just 1 point in this game, where she can draw even with Morgan on 2 foul attempts right now. First shot for Sky, no good. Long off of the back iron. The only player that has not scored for Emery that has checked in is Cabry Gordon, and it's because her minutes have been so sporadic due to foul trouble. But with the whistles settling down a bit, you hope that Cabry can now find that rhythm. Sky, second foul shot, good. She goes 1 of 2. And Emery is back within 136-35. Bella Nelson over the top of Aaliyah. Shot was no good. Nelson got her own rebound somehow. Kicks it to Rockenfeld, swings it. Williams, left corner 3. It's money. And Michaela Williams is feeling it. She's got 18 in the ball game, 7 already here in the third quarter. And it's 39-35, Morgan by 4. Cross court, dangerous pass into the corner. Hurst comes down with it. Goes cross court now to Gordon. Cabry, no dribble. Goes to Stilson. Back to Addy. Addy drives, draws the foul on the ground. No shots coming. Emery will inbound on the baseline. Second team foul for Morgan.
Emery can't clear the defensive board. It kicks into an offensive rebound. Corner 3, good.
That's the second personal foul against Cassidy Wardell. Stilson, tough look, gets the bank to fall. Megan Stilson.
Spinorama, right? That ball just stuck off the glass and spun around until it fell through.
She's got 7. 39-37, Morgan by 2. We're down to the 3:05 mark of the third quarter. Right now it's Nelson. She's got a hot hand as well, 8 points in the ball game. Dribbles out and goes to Williams. Williams, back to Nelson. High pick set. Williams goes to Rockenfeld. Wide open left corner 3, and she knocks it down.
Nobody closes out, and you cannot leave that shooter open. It's another corner 3.
High perimeter picks. Doubled up, allowed Rockenfeld wide open in the corner. Aaliyah, shot no good and fighting for the offensive rebound. Swiped and got a handful of McGibbon, and that's a personal foul against Aaliyah Cowley. So as Emery had recaptured momentum, the sharp shooting of Rockenfeld and Williams gives Morgan a 5-point cushion with 2:34 to play in the third. Line change coming in. Emery's going to go with Megan Stilson, Ellie Stoker, Michaela Truman, and Cabry Gordon. Morgan in control of the ball. Rockenfeld guarded by Ellie Stilson, who's a high-energy defender. 25 of the shot clock, right as I say, high-energy defender. She swipes that ball. Rockenfeld goes sliding through the ground, avoids the travel call, comes up with the loose ball, and then the makeup charge is called as Williams tried to drive and go right at Stoker. Coach Vamalo not happy that travel wasn't called. It was made up for about 5 seconds after.
Yeah, an obvious travel as she goes slip and slide across the T-Bird logo. Then the obvious 1,000% makeup call comes back.
42-37, Morgan by 5, but Emery with the basketball. Stilson out of the right corner. Stoker sets the high pick. Ellie drives. Ellie's shot is no good. Terrific defense by Morgan. Staying straight up that go-around was Kendall Williams.
Yeah, they forced Emery to some tough looks here down the last 2 minutes or so.
Rockenfeld, mid-range jumper is good. Ellie hit the deck. Rockenfeld got a clean look. She's up to 12 for the game, and Morgan has tied their largest lead at 7, 44-37. Emery's going to have to create some offense, and they're going to have to do it with Aaliyah Cowley on the bench right now. Megan Stilson, off of the dribble, gets into the paint, splits the defense. There's a bucket. Megan's got 4 now in the third quarter, and a timeout is taken by Coach John Famalo. It's a 30-second timeout with 1:27 to play in the third. Emery trying to claw their way back in. It's been a game of runs, but every time Emery gets within one, it seems like Morgan, Michaela Williams, or even Zoe Rockenfeld comes up with a huge play.
Yeah, those are two really talented players the Morgan Trojans have, so anytime that they know that they need to isolate or find or generate offense, they go that direction. And that corner three right in front of their bench has been their best friend so far in the quarter.
Part of the reason why anyone can win this girls 3A state championship is because so many teams have a potent 1-2 punch the way Morgan does as the 6th seed with Williams and Rockenfeld.
Yeah, now Emery just has to find a way to keep them 1 and out.
So it's Morgan basketball. They're moving left to right off of the radio dial. Rockenfeld will bring it up. Lady Spartans are going to go man out of the timeout. Rockenfeld, guarded by Stilson. In the right corner, high pick set by Wardell. Rockenfeld brings it around the perimeter, lost the basketball in the paint, jump ball, possession to Emery. That's great defense.
You reach through with your hands, poke it free. As that ball's laying around, everybody on the floor for it with possession arrow. Possession goes to Emery down 5 with a chance to score some more points and see if they can put a little pressure on Morgan.
Emery had a quick little punches and bunches splurge right at the end of that second quarter. This time, Hurst throws the ball away, trying to get it to Cabry in the high post. So we're down to 55 seconds in the third. It's Morgan basketball.
It's just a bad turnover.
Trojans are going to hold. Got a 25-second differential between the shot and play clock. Williams drives. Blocking foul is called as she goes right through Stoker, and they'll give Williams 2 foul shots. It's the first personal on Stoker, and Williams, who scored 11 in the first half, is piled in 7 in this third quarter and can add to it right now at the line. First shot, no good. Missed in and out. Emery Anderton will come in, another underclassman for Morgan, just a junior. Second shot for Williams, missed that one as well. So a rare double miss for Williams, and then a jump ball on the miss, and Morgan will get possession with 41.8, 7-second differential between the shot and game clock, and they can inbound on the baseline.
2 misses. On the second miss, it's your possession. You can't grab the rebound. You're tied up.
Morgan will inbound right underneath Emery's basket.
I feel like I'm watching a replay from earlier.
Lob into Williams, head fake from deep. Williams kills her dribble, and now goes to Rockenfeld, NBA range 3, and it didn't even touch the rim. Zoe Rockenfeld, 47-39, largest lead of the game for Morgan. What range? She's just a sophomore. Outstanding. I think you have to live with her taking that shot, Travis.
Yeah, but you knew it was coming, right? After they got possession back of the basketball.
10 seconds. Truman drives. Shot at the rim is no good. 8 seconds is plenty for Morgan when you have Rockenfeld in unlimited range. I was going to say they are going to give it to Rockenfeld. They never do. The lob at the buzzer, no good by Anderton. And we are through 3. Emery is going to have to dig down. We got 8 minutes to play in regulation. And right now, the Trojans holding on to their largest lead of the game, 47-39. Fourth quarter is coming up right after this.
What the Utah Miners Hospital offers is relatively unique in the country to help take care of people who have really dedicated their careers, their lives to hard work.
I have torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. Honestly, I don't remember everything I've had done. I think I've had to wait 10 minutes one time. It's amazing that there's a fund out there. You have no medical bills.
If you're ready and you need us, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Fourth quarter about to get underway. Emery right now has got to work their way out of an 8-point hole. They trail 47-39 against the Trojans. Into the backcourt. Megan Stilson with the basketball. Stilson goes to Cowley. Off the left elbow, Aaliyah goes to Cabry. Cabry tries the three. She's fouled shooting it. Cassidy Wardell tried to recover late and got a handful of wrist. So Emery with a chance to get a quick three 10 seconds into this fourth quarter as Cabry will go to the line looking for her first points of the game.
Yeah, it's a reckless closeout. You hit her up on the arms and you send her to the free throw line. See if she gets some sort of rhythm after not being in a rhythm all game because of the foul problems.
Cabry knocks down the first. You get the vibe that whoever wins this game is going to have plenty of momentum in the semifinals tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Second shot is good. I will say, out of all the games that we have seen today, Emery has played in the two best up to this point.
Yeah.
Boys lost in overtime, and then we didn't have a ton of competitive basketball the rest of the way on the boys' side. The girls, it's been great early on, and Cabry Gordon connects on all three foul shots for her first 3 points of the game, 47-42. Big, big trip to the line for Emery.
Need stops now.
Rockenfeld gets around the defense, cannot finish with the left hand. Rebound down low by Williams, and she has it stripped. Emery with the ball.
There's one stop defensively.
Stilson, bounce pass. Cowley inside the paint, good for two.
Now you're on a 5-zip run to start the quarter. Timeout, Morgan.
And Morgan wants to take a full timeout. 7 minutes, 22 seconds to play in the fourth. You called it a 5-0 run. 3 from Cabry Gordon, 2 from Aaliyah Cowley. Emery's within one possession when we return.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Fourth quarter, 7 minutes, 22 seconds left. Morgan, who had an 8-point lead, has seen it evaporate to 3. Emery starts off the quarter on a 5-0 run. Rockenfeld wanted a bounce pass into Moppy, and it's kicked out of bounds by Ellie Stilson.
Callie jumps to route, which takes the passing lane away. Then the ball trickles out of bounds off an Emery knee. So Morgan ball, 22 on the shot clock, 7-12 game.
A lob in, nearly intercepted by Hurst. Somehow Nelson comes down with it. Goes to Moppy off of the right wing, into the paint. Kick out, Rockenfeld. Suffocating defense by Hurst. Forces an errant pass out of bounds. Back to Emery it goes.
Emery defensively has picked it up the last minute or so. They're getting stops. And then offensively off those stops, they've scored 5 straight.
Here's a press from Morgan. Emery trying to keep the momentum in their favor. Stilson lost her footing and the basketball. She got inside the paint, lost her footing.
Out of control. Got it. Got to slow down.
And an offensive foul called against Rockenfeld.
That's big.
That's her 4th personal. It's an offensive foul before she got to half court.
I don't think that's an offensive foul, Jordan.
And Coach Sterling Mack is extremely unhappy.
And I don't blame him. I didn't see it. I don't think that's an offensive foul.
The dilemma is, do you leave her out there on the floor now with 4 personals?
You have to. She's the best player probably in the team.
Coach Mack says yes. If I'm Emery, I'm going right at Rockenfeld here with 4 fouls. Lob in, errant pass stolen by Morgan. But Addie Hurst comes out of nowhere, comes up with a steal, and throws it off the face of Camry Wardell.
Turnover.
Ball out of bounds, back to Emery.
It's a turnover fest. Won by Emery, goes in the back court. Morgan turns it over, and then off the face, out of bounds off of Morgan Trojan. The ball goes back to Emery.
Addie Hurst's defense in the 4th quarter has been outstanding. Emery can tie or cut this to 1. Gordon, cross-court pass, it's knocked out of bounds.
Dangerous.
It was dangerous and great defense by Wardell.
Yeah, Addie's coming towards the ball. The angle's not great to make the pass, and it almost got picked off.
20 on the shot clock for Emery. Hurst to inbound. Has to lob it into Aaliyah. Aaliyah tipping it around, lost it, and then called for a foul.
You got to stop turning the ball over.
She shoves Williams out of bounds.
Come to the ball.
And that's 3 personals on Aaliyah Cowley.
You're just throwing the ball up, and there's no area for you to make that pass.
So right now, Cabry Gordon and Aaliyah Cowley both with 3 fouls. But Zoe Rockenfeld has 4. She's got the ball right now into the corner. Goes to Williams. Williams waits on the double team, then drives. And Cabry Gordon is called for a reach in. Looked like she had all ball from our angle. That's 4 personals now on Cabry, and I think Coach Famalo is going to roll the dice as well with Cabry and keep her on the floor. 6:15 left of the game. 2 team fouls apiece. And a turnover on the inbounds. Morgan trying to work it to the corner. Williams just stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, the pass wasn't great. It skids across, and she went to the far corner to try to save it. She couldn't keep her feet in bounds. It's like 6 turnovers in the last 27 seconds.
Wild game from 2 teams that are more than capable of winning the whole thing. Stilson drives, and Megan took too many steps, but she was fouled beforehand. And they're going to give her 2 shots. The guilty party, Camry Wardell. So Megan can chop this. Morgan lead down to 1. It was 47-39 Morgan after 3. 6:02 to play in the 4th. It's 47-44. Emery on a 5-0 run to open up the quarter. Stilson, first foul shot up, and no good. Flat off of the front of the iron.
No legs. You said it. Flat. That ball had no chance of ever going in.
Cassidy Wardell will go to the bench. Maffey and Bella Nelson back in. Second shot for Stilson is good. So Megan now with 10.
Just keep chipping away.
It's 47-45. Rockenfeld. Bounce pass to Maffey. Off her leg. Rockenfeld's able to recover. Rockenfeld goes around another pick. Splits the defense. Scoop shot, no good, but draws the foul and will get 2 shots.
To travel. Picked up the pivot foot, drags it across the floor, past the W on the WAC logo to the left-hand side. Her feet got tangled up, but it's a foul.
Zoe Rockenfeld is going to be a problem for the next couple of years. First foul shot on the way, good. She's got tremendous range. She's got 9 points here in the second half, 16 for the game.
That's Morgan's first point of the quarter.
Kayla McGibbon is going to come in at the next dead ball for Morgan. Second shot for Rockenfeld, and she's money.
She'll come out.
We'll see how long Coach Mack keeps Rockenfeld on the bench with 4 fouls. And he may do offense for defense here, which would be very, very smart. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Rockenfeld's going to come back in next dead ball.
Smart. Yeah, you keep her away from any contact because you know Emery's going to hunt for it.
Stilson with the basketball, right side.
Foul.
And a push foul called.
They're out of fouls.
That's the 14th foul for Morgan. And Rockenfeld will not come into the game. They're going to pull her back because it was a foul on the defensive end against Morgan. Shots the rest of the way for Emery. Cowley, turnaround jumper, no good, draws the foul, shots coming. 5 team fouls for Morgan. Aaliyah Cowley, who is already up to 13 points, 3 of 4 at the line, will have a chance to add to that total right now.
And the Trojans for the remaining 5:29 are in the penalty.
Emery only has one more foul to give as Aaliyah makes good on the first shot.
Now here's your offense-defense sub.
Maffey out of the game, Rockenfeld back in.
Problem is here, if there's a miss, and
you have to tell her, do not fight for a rebound, right?
Do not slide over and put your body into Gordon or Cowley.
Aaliyah, second shot, no good. Rebound for Morgan. Watch out, Guyman from behind, nearly comes up with a steal. Morgan privy to it. 5:18 to play in the game, high pick set. Rockenfeld drives. Rockenfeld, lots of contact, no foul. Ball is picked up down low. Wild shot, well off the mark by Wardell. Emery comes down with a rebound, and the Lady Spartans can tie with a 3.
Gordon once again with the rebound.
3 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter.
Gordon's open in the far corner.
Rockenfeld still in the game. And she's guarding the ball handler Stilson. I want Megan to go right now.
Right around her, yeah.
Kills the dribble, goes to Gordon, top of the key. Cabry lost the ball off her knee. Loose ball picked up by Bella Nelson. It's a 3-on-3. Nelson with a bounce pass. Williams, hard to the rack, shot no good. Gets her own rebound. And now there is a clutter down low and a jump ball possession in favor of Morgan. It's a rare miss for Michaela Williams.
I think she rushed it because of the defense where Cowley kind of slid at the last second to contest. And it just went short, pinned off the rim, and then it died right there where she just picked it right back up.
3-point shot, no good. Williams with a miss, and then a rebound down low. Foul called on Emery. They call it on Sky Guyman. No, they call it on Cabry Gordon. And Cabry is fouled out of the game. She never really found a rhythm due to the quick foul trouble. Ellie Stilson will come into the game. Cabry only knows how to go 100 miles an hour, plays hard, picks up her 5th personal. Emery out of fouls to give the rest of the way. So shots for both teams from here on out. Williams, wide open, left wing 3, no good. Aaliyah Cowley with a rebound. Shooting woes continue for the Trojans, who have just 2 points in this fourth quarter. Megan, left wing, penetrates, lob up. Shot by Aaliyah, no good, tons of contact, there's no whistle. Coach Famalo once again upset, and a reach-in foul called at half court against Daddy Hurst. Rockenfeld will go to the line to shoot 2 for Morgan. That right there is a huge hidden play in this game with 4:08 to go. First shot, Rockenfeld, no good. Morgan right now feeling it a bit, Travis. They are having a difficult time finding consistency, just putting the ball in the basket. They have 2 points with 4:08 to play in the fourth quarter. 2 points in this period.
2 points in the period, but it's a shame that Cowley's not at the free throw line on the last one. Absolutely pushed in the back, hit across the head. No whistle. And for a crew that likes to use those whistles, they've lost them so far in the quarter.
Rockenfeld knocks down the second. So she's got 11 points in the second half. It is 50-46, 4-point game. Morgan brings Rockenfeld off the bench. They'll go to a very light full-court press, which they allow Megan Stilson to break with ease. We are past the midway point of the fourth quarter. Carly Hurst with the ball off of the left wing, guarded by Williams. Lob in down low to Aaliyah. Double team, spin, shot, doesn't matter. Good for 2.
That's tough. fading away, somehow finds a spot to get it to crawl through across the front of the rim.
50-48. No Rockenfeld on the court right now for the Trojans. Holding it's Wardell. Guarded by Hurst. High pick set. Carly will pick her up. And now Williams was driving and an over-the-back foul called, so Michaela Williams will go back to the line. Williams was red hot in the first half, had 11 points, led all scorers. Second half cooled a little bit. She's got 7. She just missed both foul shots on a recent trip. These are 2 big ones for Michaela Williams. First shot, no good. Missed it off the front of the rim.
Morgan has 3 timeouts remaining, so Emery has 2. 3:29 left. The hole for Emery is 3.
And Williams knocks down the second foul shot to make it 51-48. A turnover on the inbounds, but a double dribble. Cassidy Wardell stole the inbounds pass, was fighting for the ball, called for a double dribble, and now it goes back to Emery.
Emery's so fortunate. That was just a quick inbounds play. Morgan picked it off. You got to be stronger with the ball. Now you can't try to make this pass to the center line.
Full court press by Morgan. They strive in this defensive set. There's another steal, and that would have led to an easy 2-point bucket. It goes through the hands of Williams and off her knee. Cassidy Wardell had a brilliant pass. Williams dropped it, lost it off her knee. It would have been the easiest 2 points of the evening for Williams.
She got so excited knowing that all I have to do is catch and go up. I have 2, and she fumbles it out of bounds.
Morgan's going to back off the full court press. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. It's 51-48, Morgan by 3. Carly Hurst off of the left wing for the tie. Carly no good. Long off of the back iron, rebound to Wardell. Wardell gives it up now to Nelson. Nelson up the right sideline is fouled by Hurst and will go to the line to shoot 2. And that's a foul 35 feet away from the basket. Referees were talking about how many team fouls. Both teams are out of fouls to give. And so Bella Nelson, who has 8 points, has not scored in the second half, will step to the line with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. 3 minutes even left in the ballgame.
Emery got an open look from the 3-point line. It's hard off the hill. Morgan gets the free throw to fall.
Nelson hits the first. Ellie Stilson will come in. Addie Hurst will go to the bench. Second shot for Nelson. Good. It bounced all the way around the rim and dropped. She's up to 10 points. Then it's 53-48. Foul shots have saved Morgan in the fourth quarter. Stilson wanted to go right side. Push foul called. Sky Guyman was fouled, and Sky will now go to the line to shoot 2. 2:49 left in the game. So now 2 big shots for Sky Guyman, who's got 2 points, 2 of 4 at the line. Zoe Rockenfeld will come back in for Morgan after the first shot, and you have to believe that Coach Mack leaves her on the court the rest of the game. Sky takes a couple of dribbles. First shot on the way, good. To the bench for Morgan goes Cassidy Wardell. Boy, she's a gritty player. Guyman's second foul shot. Good. Ice in the veins for Sky. She's got 4 points in the game, and Emery is back within 3. Williams out of the left corner for Morgan as they were able to easily advance the ball into the front court. Brings it around the perimeter. Hands it off now to Nelson, top of the key. Face guarded by Megan Stilson, 17 on the shot clock. Kills her dribble. Still looking. Tries to go to Rockenfeld. The ball was knocked away. 9 on the shot clock. Stilson swats it out of bounds. 8 seconds. Morgan has to inbound side out near midcourt.
Yeah, that's risky, though, reaching up from behind with the way the game's been called. Lucky it wasn't a foul.
Rockenfeld guarded by Guyman.
Don't foul now.
Rockenfeld with 3 on the shot clock. 2. puts up a tough look off of the back of the iron, no good. Out of bounds. Emery can't save it. Tried to. Morgan comes up with a loose ball and then a reach-in foul called against Carly Hurst. I thought it was out of bounds off Emery. They say they saved it, but then it went right back into the hands of Morgan, and now foul shots coming for Michaela McGibbon. Or no, it's not McGibbon that's going to go to the line. It's Camry Wardell.
Shot clock winding down. The heave-ho goes back iron. Ball is then going towards the out of bounds. Morgan comes up with the loose ball and the free throw.
It's a big knock for Wardell. Zoe Rockenfield will come out of the game. McGibbon will go to the bench as well. So here's more offense for defensive subs. Second shot for Wardell is good. She knocks down the pair. Answers Skies on the other end.
And back and forth we go. Lead swings from 3 to 5 each time down the floor.
Free throws have been the factor for Morgan, no question. Drive, Stilson, tons of contact, no whistle, gets a rebound, shot off of the mark, and now foul shots coming.
Needed that one. Needed that and one. Don't know how that ball didn't go in.
Megan Stilson shooting foul shots number 5 and 6. She's got 10 points. Had 5 in the first half, 5 in the second. And a timeout is taken by Coach Sterling Mack of the Morgan Trojans. Emery's going to shoot free throws when we return. Morgan 55, Emery 50. Here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
We have a minute 53 left in regulation. I use the term regulation because we've gone into overtime once already today, as our boys basketball team and Grantsville had to play an extra quarter. Emery down 55-50. Both teams out of fouls to give, possession arrow in Emery's favor, and Megan Stilson is at the line to shoot 2 foul shots. Megan is 2 of 4 so far at the line. First shot on the way, no good. It's long off the back iron.
Yeah, you could tell once that one was released, it was going to go long.
Needs this one. Second shot, no good. Missed it off the front of the iron. So an empty trip to the foul line, not something Emery really needed at that particular time. Now we'll see if the defense can step up. Megan did great work getting to the line, being aggressive, taking the ball to the basket. Couldn't convert. Rockenfield now with the ball. Goes baseline. She is swarmed by Stilson and Guyman. And Stilson reaches over, locks her up, jump ball. Possession will go to Emery.
You pin her in the corner. There's nowhere to go with the trap. She's stuck. You don't want to burn a timeout. It's a turnover. She comes out for offense, defense. Emery now down 5 with the ball.
On the inbounds, ball was knocked out of bounds by Wardell.
Oof.
So it'll stick with Emery. Minute 31 left. Emery down 2 possessions, 55-50.
That was close.
There's the lob in now to Stilson. Stilson's going to bring it up, right sideline. Megan guarded by Williams. Hands the ball off. Hurst, 3, on the way, no good, just short. Carly grabs the rebound of the putback, spins in and out, no good. Carly gets her own rebound and then stripped. Ball's picked up by the Trojans. Bella Nelson's going to bring it up right sideline. We're down to 70 seconds left, and the Trojans up by 5. Big defensive stop for Morgan.
A couple opportunities, a couple cracks at it, and Emery just couldn't find a way to put it back in.
Megan swipes at the ball, pokes it out of bounds in the backcourt. It's going to stick with Morgan. 1 minute even left in the game. 20 on the shot clock for the Trojans. Feels like a gotta-have-it stop here for Emery. Nelson to inbound. Nelson gets it into Maffey. Maffey hands it right back to Nelson. Guarded by Megan Stilson. Now to Rockenfield. We're down to 52 seconds. Rockenfield with 10 on the shot clock goes around a pick. Passes the ball off down low to Wardell. Swatted by Aaliyah out of bounds. 6 on the shot clock, 45 on the game clock. Regardless if Morgan scores or not, I think they'll be happy with the fact they took a full 35 seconds off the shot clock.
Yeah, they killed a lot of time out the clock. So if they score here, might be lights out.
Rockenfield inbounds the ball, a foul down low, and that will send Emery Wardell to the line, and that is a huge, huge call. As not only did Morgan take 35 seconds off the shot clock, but they get the foul right at the end, and now 2 freebies for Wardell.
Especially with the shot clock at 6.
She's knocked down 3 straight foul shots. And it's 56-50. Emery has 2 timeouts left, and Coach Famalo is going to take one of them right now. 44.3 left. Full timeout, Emery. We'll send it back to the studio. And in 60 seconds, we'll find out if Emery can recover and advance, down 56-50 with 44.3 to play.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
$56-50, Morgan by 6. One more foul shot coming for Emery Wardell, who was knocked down her last 3. Morgan with 2 timeouts, Emery with 1. Possession arrow in Morgan's favor. This right here is a monumental free throw for Wardell. Takes a couple of dribbles. Foul shot is up, and it is good. That's a 7-point advantage now for Morgan. Emery's got to hurry. We're down to 40 seconds. Stilson across half court. She's trapped. Megan goes down to a knee, keeps her dribble. Puts up a 3-point shot, no good. And the rebound is handled by Wardell, and that may just do it. Wardell is fouled on the baseline, and with 31.6 left, I don't know if there's enough time.
No, I don't think so either. Not the way that Morgan's making free throws down the stretch.
If it's Cassidy Wardell or Emery Wardell, both have been outstanding, doing a lot of the dirty work for Morgan, but more importantly, converting at the foul line. Cassidy Wardell, first shot is no good. Flanks that one off of the back of the iron. So at worst, an 8-point advantage.
Yeah, miss here. Emery needs 3.
Wardell's second foul shot. It is no good, but Morgan gets the rebound. There's a tie-up. Jump ball possession sticks with the Trojans.
Just another opportunity off a miss. Where Emery can't clear, can't get a rebound, can't get the offense up and going. They've been stuck in the mud all day.
Rockenfield to inbound, bounce pass to Maffei. Takes a quick shot. Why, I have no idea. Shot is no good. Rebound to Cowley. Aaliyah gives it off to Megan. Megan's running the floor. Gets into the paint. Tons of contact. Late whistle. Blocking foul called against Morgan. And with 19.2, Megan will go to the line. What was Maffei thinking?
Don't know.
I know Coach Mack is not happy with the call, but kind of a mental breakdown on Maffei taking that quick shot as Stilson makes good on the first foul shot. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be too costly. It's a mental mistake at this stage in the game. Stilson's second shot is good, so she makes good on both.
So you almost want to miss there to try to kick back for a 3.
And a quick foul for Emery, 15.5 left, 57-52. And Rockenfield will go to the line, and as she makes good on both of these, you may be able to just close the refrigerator on this one. And we'll start prepping for the consolation tilt tomorrow. First shot for Rockenfield is good. That makes it 58-52. How about Zoe Rockenfield? How about the way Coach Mack utilized her with 4 fouls throughout this fourth quarter?
Yeah, Coach Mack's awesome. One of the best coaches at this level. Pulled the right strings today for his team, and they're 15.5 away from advancing and knocking out the 3 seed.
58-52. Rockenfield misses the second but gets her own rebound and is fouled again with 12.5 to play. Offensive rebounds. It was a killer earlier as Emery slipped to Grantsville, and it's a killer here tonight with 12.5 left, and that may just about do it. Well, not a great day at the 3A state championship tournament. Trying to get to the state title game for a third consecutive year is no easy task. Rockenfield hits the first foul shot. Coach Mack is going to clear the bench. And Morgan will be able to sit in the stands and watch this next game between North St. Pete and Grantsville. They will play the winner of that game in the semifinals tomorrow. Emery will get whoever is on the losing end of the scoreboard tomorrow. Second shot is good. Rockenfield, 14 points in the second half, 21 for the game. 12.5 left, Emery down 8. They fought back, had an opportunity, but could not overcome that big deficit. Stilson goes to the corner. Truman tries a 3, knocks it down, and a timeout is called. So no quit in the Lady Spartans. Truman with 5 points off the bench, and with 3.6 left, it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, no quit, like you said. That's a good look out of the corner right in front of Emery's bench to knock down a 3, but a little bit too late. 3.6 left, down 5.
So with this loss tomorrow, Emery will drop into the consolation game. If I'm not mistaken, Travis, it is the 9:30 tilt.
I think the boys are at 9:30. Or 9:30 tomorrow, and then we get 12:50
for the boys.
For the boys.
So the girls are at 9:30. Well, you come to the state tournament, you know you're guaranteed at least 2 games. What you want is to play as deep as you possibly can, right? Get to Saturday without a loss. Anything can happen in one game. Unfortunately, that seems like it's not going to be in the cards for us this season. So tomorrow you play for the season to try to get to the final day. Morgan to inbound, 3.6 left. And a quick foul against Megan Stilson, who said I had all ball. With 2.6 left, foul shots coming for Morgan. It's a tough officiated game.
That's a good word for it.
To the line for the Trojans. It's Eden Gale. She's 2 of 2 at the stripe. Knocks down the first. That makes it 61-55. You know Morgan's going to be a tough out. There was no easy draw in this state tournament. Number 3 about to go down. Second shot for Gale is also good. Truman gets it into Stilson. She'll put up the half-court heave, and that will do it. Morgan gets the win. And Emery's bid in a third consecutive state championship appearance will fall short of the quarterfinals here in Cedar City at Southern Utah University with the final score 62-55.
Yeah, Morgan from the get-go played a really sound, fundamental game. They did a good job defensively on the defensive glass. Defensively as a unit, they made Emery's life difficult offensively to try to score points. In that first quarter was really telling, where Emery was held to 10 points in the quarter. They did a nice job bouncing back in the second quarter, the first quarter, Emery was in a lot of foul trouble, and it just took them out of a rhythm all game long.
Final score in this one, 62-55. Morgan gets the win. Emery will slip to the consolation bracket. Coming up, post-game wrap-up show. It's brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. And again, you can stop into EUCCU and you can get your Emery High School Spirit Card. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. Eastern Utah Community Credit Union bringing you the post-game wrap-up show when we return.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Discover the best in local flavor at Stewart's Market in Castledale and Main Street Market in Farron. Enjoy the largest fresh produce section around. Ripe, vibrant, and hand-selected just for you. The personal butcher ensures every cut is just right, and the deli delights with ready-to-eat favorites. Shop fresh, shop local, and taste the difference community makes. Only at Stewart's Market and Main Street Market. Come home to quality and hometown service today.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in Eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in Eastern Utah.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Stop in at any branch location. Get your Emery High School Spirit Card today. EUCCU bringing you the post-game wrap-up show. We got to make it quick. We got 6.5 minutes before the next game. Travis, here on the post-game wrap-up show, let's take a look at the final scores as Emery will slip into that consolation game. And at that 62-55 loss, there are plenty of positives in this game. When you take a look at the point totals, Aaliyah Cowley was great. 6 of 10, 16 points for Emery.
Yeah, I thought she did a good job of asserting herself offensively, had some tough buckets there. Morgan did a good job defensively on her as well, pushing her out of her comfort zone, and she went through the defense and made things happen and gave Emery a chance to win.
She had 16. She was really good, and Aaliyah had 7 of those 16 in that second half. We take a look at some other premier scorers for Emery. Megan Stilson did finish with 12 points, did a lot of other things very well. As on top of that, she had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah, Megan did a fine job today. Did what she had to do in the game, like you said, filled the box score up. It's just early on in the game for Emery. It's the fouls that piled up, which got Morgan to the free throw line, that sets their defense up. And I thought Emery took some tough shots because they had to, because Morgan's game plan was really good today.
Final score in this one, 62-55. Unfortunately, with the state tournament, we got to maneuver. We don't have a ton of time to sit and do a big post-game wrap-up show because the next crew is waiting to get in. Emery will take on whoever falls short in this next game tomorrow. Could be Grantsville, could be North Sanpete. Regardless, it's a familiar opponent tomorrow, 9:30 in the morning, right here at America First Credit Union, the America First Credit Union Event Center.
I think it's going to be a really good game, so we'll stick around. We'll watch it, see what happens, and prep, go back to the room, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
And we will be with you early tomorrow as a 9:30 tip-off. Then not long after that, we're going to be back at it for a,
12:50?
12:50 tip-off as the boys. Both teams fighting for their season. A win tomorrow, and you'll make it to the final day on Saturday. A loss, and the basketball season will be over tomorrow. We'll talk more about it. We'll have a complete, full recap at CastleCountryRadio.com. Final score again tonight. Morgan 62, Emery 55. For Travis Anderson, I'm Jordan Buscarini. As always, go Spartans.